morning. Well, it's me from Tupelo, Mississippi. Again, with the wet hair, because I just left the gym again. But I got caught up in a tornado last night, and I didn't know how to record it because all you saw was blackness, rain, and then complete silence. But I was safe. No need to worry about that. But I thought this morning I would come out and record some of the damage for you, because even though for the people of Tupelo, this was considered it was a severe tornado, but they say they had light damage. But this is what I'm seeing. I'm gonna pause so I can flip the camera. Bye. So this is outside the Olive Garden. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 trees pulled out. I'm gonna go around to the other side to this place called Malco. I don't know what kind of store that is or anything, but this is like completely pulled up, root system and all, out of the ground. This is a pretty hefty tree. Now, to people who have lived in these areas or been through things like this, it's probably not that cool or that exciting or that shocking to you, but it was to me because I'm from the desert. So what happened was I was sitting in the McDonald's at the Love truck stop, and I met a real life storm chaser. And to be honest, if he's out there watching this, I mean, no disrespect, I thought he was joking. I thought he was messing with me. He told me they were chasing a storm. See, there's these guys over there cleaning up the backside of Olive Garden first. He told me they were chasing a storm. There's the rig from here to Tennessee, which isn't that far away, by the way. So I said, oh, that's cool. And I listened to their story, and then it got exciting. And then I wanted to interview him, but I didn't have the guts to ask. And then he said, no, seriously, man, you need to be safe out here. And they told me that I should move my rig to where the trucks were. So I was going to go move my rig to where the trucks were, but somebody was directing trucks to move where my rig was. So then they told me to stay put. So I was just going to, this is how naive I am about tornadoes, I was just going to get in the rig and head to Alabama because I thought I'd just run away from the storm. Actually, I had a friend who texted me, run, and they said, no, you won't. You're safer to just stay put. So that's what I did. I stayed put at the Love truck stop in Tupelo, Mississippi, while a tornado came through. And everybody was wonderful and nice, and these people in this town took it in stride, where I have to be honest, I was freaking out a little bit, because at first I was just hanging out in my rig. Then they told me I had to get out of my rig and go inside. Then we hung out in McDonald's for a while, and then in the McDonald's the people said that when they get the alert that it's coming down the street, because it was coming down our street, that then we all just go in the restroom. But otherwise, we're just gonna hang out and be fine. And that's what we were. We hung out, we were fine. 45 minutes later, we got the all clear, but it hit this whole area, and I'm gonna get some pictures of that for you. Malco place, there's Malco. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe I'll Google it later. If you know me, most likely I won't. Look at this tree. It wasn't even just pulled up by the root system. It was completely broken. The other piece of the tree is over there. Here's a light pole. Another light pole that way. These ones right here are just completely bent. Here's trees in the middle of the parking lot. And here's this poor person's car. There's nobody out here, so I'm gonna record the car, but I'm gonna try and not get their plate number because I don't think that that would be too respectful. But somebody came out and put plastic stuff on it. But this car was trashed. The windows are gone. Crazy. There's the rig again. But there's all kinds of damage at this Malco. I don't know what Malco is. It looks like it might be a movie theater. You can see another light pole down. There's trees down out in the distance. And I'm going to go to Lowe's. There was some damage at Buffalo Wild Wings, but it looks like they already covered that up with plastic. So here's at an eyeglass place. They have lost their roof. Right there. Over here. Way up there you can see it. And we're going to the back of Lowe's, which apparently Lowe's suffers some pretty significant damage. There are people out here working everywhere. They're actually being nice. Pleasant to me and my but I've never seen a tornado or tornado damage. Here is some more parts of this building down. Here's some flooding. There's a guy walking in the flooding. I wonder if he's measuring the depth of it or trying to pull something out of the bridge. Oh yeah, I went to Lowe's and I really couldn't see anything at Lowe's. But this is not even a half mile from the Love's that I stayed at last night. And as you can see, a tornado broke those big trees up there. It blew right through here. All these trees are down. These are pieces of a building. Here is a van. Here is another big branch. Look at how strong it is. It just broke that. And then over here, they are working on this building over here. I don't know what this building was because I can't see a sign. But look at that. It looks like a tornado just peeled back the road. All these people out here working on this. I've just never seen anything like it. Here's some fiberglass from the inside. There's a big, my nephew would know. I think that's a front loader or a crane or something over there. And they're just working away. But look at that roof. It actually really looks like it was peeled back like a, I don't know, weird can or something. And then here's the front. Well, it looks like it must have been like an office supply type place because they have all kinds of office supplies that they're bringing out. They're just lining them up right there like a copy center or something. There's the roof again. There's all the workers. And there's that is a front loader. Oh, Jackson would be so proud of me. I can identify a front loader. But this building's destroyed. Look at that. The whole front of the building has come down. They're just cleaning everything up. I don't know if these people that aren't in the caution uniform stuff are like the owner or operators of the business. Looks like it might have been an electronics store or something. But people are definitely recovering stuff from inside the store. And it knocked down the rocks and the bricks and everything. They're really working out here. But I just thought I'd show you what a tornado does in Tupelo, Mississippi. And it's crazy because this building's totally trashed. And that building is fine. And that building is fine. And the building I'm parked at is fine. By this tree, there's a little piece of the building. I'm gonna sign out. I'm gonna head to Alabama. I'm gonna tell you, I learned a few things from the storm chaser people. Oh, look, there's some of the building in the middle of the road. I learned that you don't want to hide under an underpass, which is what I probably would have done had I headed off. I learned that you shouldn't stay on the road. If you're on the road, get off the road and get lower than the road. But if you do happen to be in your vehicle, like if I did happen to be in my rig, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get as low as possible and cover yourself up with a blanket so you can protect yourself from the glass. That is what I learned. But the underpass thing, that was a shocker to me because in all honesty, if I was on the road, I probably would have looked for an underpass to hide under. And what happens is if you hide under an underpass, you actually make a giant wind tunnel, or the underpass makes a wind tunnel for the tornado, and the tornado gives it more power, so that puts you in more danger. Look at this. These poor people, they're just boxing up whatever's in there. It's a shocker. Really, it is. And I feel weird because I'm shocked and I'm amazed and I'm just really fascinated by watching it, but then you don't know if it's inappropriate to be fascinated by the destruction of somebody's building, somebody's business, and possibly somebody's livelihood. But Mother Nature, man, she's nothing to mess with. Nothing at all to mess with. So I was walking over here to see, because there's some huge trees that are down back here. So I thought I would show you, because it is fascinating to me. I'm sorry, but look at that. And over there's there's some more of that building. But this looks like it's the backside of a neighborhood, and if I knew where to go in the neighborhood, I would, but I don't. But here's more of the tree. Here's the other side of that van. It's got a tree on it. And then over here, I don't want to interrupt this gentleman making a phone call, but this is a huge tree that came down on the other side of that fence. And over there, that's a root. Holy crap, look at that root that came out. That is so cool. So the guy who I didn't want to interrupt his phone call was actually the insurance guy for the building, and a tower monitor guy. I guess they multitask out here. But look at this tree. That is one big tree that came down over there. And there's more fiberglass up in these trees and fiberglass over there. And then if you look at this tree, all the way up you see fiberglass, and you see more broken trees over here, more broken trees over here. And that root, I mean, look, and under it, if I can, my phone doesn't fit through this fence, but look at that, crazy. And then way over there, very crazy. I would actually love to go in that building. There's fiberglass hanging there. Oh, there's fiberglass right behind me. I have to get away from this crap. I'm actually allergic to that nonsense. Driving down the street, you see other buildings with their windows blown out, but no like big structural damage. And then you see this. And this is sad. I don't know where he came from or where he's headed. I'm gonna pick him up and put him on a rock. But Mickey got caught up in a tornado. And it sucks because on the news this morning you saw where the tornado did hit a neighborhood and did hit people's houses. I don't know exactly where that is. Boy, he slops when he falls. I don't know exactly where he is, or where that is, or where Mickey came from. But I thought I would at least take him out of the mud. Well, this is my first tornado experience in life, in the rig. I'm still doing good. Still headed on to Alabama. There's a piece of building again. And I was a little shocked, but I do have to say, hats off to the people of Tupelo. They handled this like it was like no big deal to them. Totally shocked. There in that bush, there's another piece of a building. But they just take it in stride. Like it's an everyday thing. This ain't no everyday thing for me. Not gonna lie, I was a little freaked out last night. I'm all good this morning. I'm gonna continue on my way and take care of my business.